The Baghdad Battery, also known as the Parthian Battery, refers to a set of artifacts discovered near Baghdad, Iraq, in the 1930s. The Baghdad Battery is the name given to a set of 3 artifacts which were found together: a ceramic pot, a tube of copper, and a rod of iron. It was discovered in present-day Qujut Rabu, Iraq, in 1936, close to the ancient city of Ctesiphon, the capital of the Parthian, 150 BC, 223 AD, and Sasanian, 224-650 AD empires, and it is believed to date from either of these periods. The origin and purpose of the 3 pieces remain unclear. Wilhelm König, then director of the National Museum of Iraq, suggested that the object probably served as a galvanic cell used for electroplating or some form of electrotherapy. The Baghdad Battery is structurally an oval jar made of yellow, shiny clay, 13.5 centimeters long. Inside this jar is a rolled copper sheet, iron rod, and asphalt. The asphalt was used to cover the upper and lower parts of the copper cylinder and to hold the iron rod in place in the middle of the cylinder. Tests show that the jar contained an acidic liquid such as wine or vinegar. The traces of wear on the copper cylinder prove this. Wilhelm König concluded after these discoveries that the pottery was an ancient battery. Although archaeologist König said that the batteries were approximately 2,000 years old, other scientists said that they could have been made in the Parthian period, Parthian Empire 247 BC, 224 AD, or in the Sassanid period, Second Persian Empire, in 224 AD. Although a clear date cannot be given today, considering the announced date ranges, it would not be wrong to conclude that they were made approximately 2,000 years ago. The real issue here is whether or not the Baghdad Battery can actually produce electrical energy. If so, what can this society, which has almost no idea about electricity, use the energy it produces for? Advanced analysis techniques are being used today to understand the true function of this ancient battery. Experiments in a modern laboratory environment have shown that the Baghdad Battery can produce a small amount of electricity when in contact with acidic liquids such as vinegar. However, this amount is quite low and is not enough for a large lighting system. Despite this, the existence of the battery suggests that people of that time had knowledge of how to produce electricity through chemical reactions. The biggest question for scientists and historians is the purpose of the Baghdad Battery. Many researchers suggest that this ancient electrical source was used to provide lighting inside structures such as the Egyptian pyramids. The fact that no traces of soot or smoke were found inside the ancient Egyptian pyramids strengthens the possibility that another method was used for lighting the pyramids. The idea that a simple electrical source, such as the Baghdad Battery, could have provided the light needed to make hieroglyphs inside the pyramids forms the basis of this theory. However, not all scientists agree on the function of the Baghdad Battery. Some researchers suggest that the object could have been a religious object, a medical tool, or a container used for another purpose entirely. In conclusion, the key points are: functionality. The primary debate surrounding the Baghdad Battery is its intended use. Some researchers propose that it could have been an ancient galvanic cell capable of producing a small electric current. However, there is no definitive evidence to support this claim, and many scholars remain skeptical. Electrolyte requirement. For the device to function as a battery, it would need an electrolyte, which could have been a substance like vinegar or lemon juice. However, no such materials have been found in association with the artifacts. Historical context. The consensus among historians and archaeologists is that there is no solid evidence to suggest that the ancient civilizations in that region had a practical understanding of electricity or used it in any meaningful way. The artifacts may have had other purposes, such as storage or ritual use. Skepticism. Many experts caution against over-interpreting the artifacts as evidence of advanced ancient technology. The idea of ancient batteries is often viewed as a modern romanticization of historical artifacts without sufficient archaeological backing. Ongoing research. While the Baghdad battery remains a topic of interest, further archaeological research and analysis are needed to clarify its purpose and significance. In summary, the Baghdad battery is intriguing and has stimulated interest in the potential of ancient technologies, with the prevailing view that it functioned as a battery, as modern interpretations suggest.